So I have a lot of athletes and dancers that after performance or after a match or game, they have trouble with the recovery part. They don't know how to cool down the muscles, or the next day they feel still fatigued, they feel super sore, they can't train properly. I see this a lot, even for myself, being more competitive in tennis matches. I've had to adjust how I've done my recovery. So what I found that really works for me, and hopefully for you too, is if you're having an intensive performance or a match, afterwards you gotta have a cool down of your muscles. So I like to use the Tiger UI oil. So this is the Tooth from the Tiger's Mouth brand, and this is similar to the Wang Chung UI oil that I use in clinic too. So putting this on your muscles, the sore muscles after your match or after your performance, really helpful for your muscles to recover, your tendons too. So this one, or I use this one quite a bit for low back. So if your low back gets really tight afterwards, using this is great. And you can actually put like a hot compress on top of that to help it penetrate deeper. So again, really useful to help with recovery. If you're a runner and your calves get really tight, I see that quite a bit too. Your hamstrings or calves are just super tight. Of course, stretching them will help, but you can put, this is the yoga stretching oil. I would recommend that you put on afterwards, and you can use this to stretch, and this will really help with the tightness in your calves and your hamstrings after a run. And also what we forget is hydration, right? So of course water is great, but I've noticed that if I drink not only water but electrolytes too, that really helps with the recovery of my muscles, especially if you're outside, you're sweating a lot, you need to replenish those electrolytes or your muscles will start cramping. I recommend actually liquid IV. I've been using them recently, and I've noticed a big difference in terms of my recovery post-match. So again, the oils, the liquid IV or the electrolyte, and also the supplements. I have a couple recovery supplements that I'll recommend in the links below. It just helps with the inflammation. I think boswellia is in it, so it helps decrease the inflammation from the matches or the performance, so that you're not as sore tomorrow. And also a big thing, I think especially in female athletes, is actually eating enough protein. So after the match, I actually will have a very easily absorbable protein shake. Again, I'll give my recommendations because some protein shakes are like a little bit weird on your stomach, but if I have a protein shake right after my match, and that has been a big difference in terms of my soreness and my muscles not feeling like so fatigued the next day where I can't train. So drinking that almost immediately afterwards helps replenish the body. So I think those are all 4 huge things that help with the recovery, the huge match performance, that enhance your training and also enhance your performance in general, so that you can train the next day. Another great thing is to make sure you have enough calcium and magnesium. So those electrolytes are actually counterbalance each other in terms of making sure you don't cramp too much. Typically we don't have enough magnesium, and we have too much calcium that causes the cramping in the tissue. However, again, talk to your doctor, make sure your blood work is good before you take the supplements, but those can be really helpful for recovery too, making sure your muscles aren't cramping after your performance or after your matches. So, and again, I think the electrolyte liquid IV is very helpful for that. So again, try those out and let me know how it goes.